Welcome to Media Scavenger Hunt. It's your guy Walter, and tonight we'll be reviewing Constantine, Episode 8, The Saints of Last Resort. John and Chaz have to travel to New Mexico to battle this ancient evil force after receiving a call from Anne Marie, a member of John's old Newcastle crew, while Zeb must deal with the fallout of her past actions, which have returned to come and haunt her. Wow, Media Scavenger Hunters, a lot of things have happened in this episode. This is episode 8, like I said. This is the mid-season break leading into episode 9, which will be back on January the 9th. Episode 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. 5 more episodes after that, and season 1 of Constantine is over with. Fingers crossed. The Save Constantine campaign is going strong. This episode right here got its highest ratings, so it's still in limbo. Will Constantine come back or not? I know it is. I got faith that it will. In this episode, it starts off with a mother that just gave birth in a church. It's dark and everything. She's happy. Her and her husband in there. There's nuns walking around and everything. Then we see the mother. She's laying down. The baby is in the little plastic crib, and a hooded figure with 3 long clawed fingers is hovering above the baby, reaching for it. We hear a scream. Nun starts running towards the mother, comes back along with the father to find out that the mother has been shredded to pieces and the baby is missing. Bang. We go into the scene of John and Zeb there at the mill, and Zeb is drawing strange figures that she's getting out of visions, and John is telling her, well, you need a little bit more time to rest up and heal, get your powers back in sync and everything. As John is going up the stairs, the little windy stairs, what appears? A woman from his past. John knows that this is serious because for 2 reasons. One, she said that she would never talk to John again, and 2, she appears to him by location. By location is the power to be in 2 places at the same time. We come to find out that this woman is Anne Marie. She is a member of John's old Newcastle crew. She was there. What happened with Astra, and she never forgave John for that. And hence, she went on to be a nun at this convent in Mexico. And she's asking for John's help. So John and Chaz goes there, and he tells Zeb, you stay here at the mill. Don't let anybody in. Rest up and everything. John goes there. Of course, we find out that at one particular time in their lives that they had a relationship. As a matter of fact, she was the one that got John into the occult and dark arts when he was 15 years old. As well as, they had sex, and John, being who he was, left her to go troll for some other women. So she has those resentments right there. But she knows that deep down in John's heart, he is a good man and that he will help. John Constantine is a complicated man, but to break him down, get our binocular lenses focused and I zoom in tight on him real quick, he's a man that is struggling with his faith, that is haunted by the sins of his past, but suddenly is thrust into a role of defending humanity against the gathering forces of darkness. What is the big evil, the big bad of this season? It's the Brujeria, which is an ancient evil of warlocks before Christ's time. Around the same time that the Garden of Eden was created, as a matter of fact. And they are trying to merge hell and earth together and take over. John knows that this evil right here is even beyond his powers, so he's going to need help. We also come to find out in this episode what has Zeb been finally running from. She's been running from a cult-like group called the Resurrection Crusade, which is her father is also the leader of it. And he's been sending his minion to go hunt and find Zeb. They finally catch up with Zeb in the form of the new model in the last episode. Zeb gets wise onto him, takes him back to the mill and asking him questions. He say, yeah, your father wants you, to come back and everything. Why is Zeb so important? Well, obviously, her father thinks she is the new Mary and she will birth in the new Messiah. The evil thing that took the child, or taking all the children from this long lineage line that leads all the way back to the brewery, is what? The younger sister of Eve. Eve, which Eve? Yes, Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eden, the tree of knowledge, the forbidden fruit, etc. This is Eve's younger sister named Lamatouche. And she, as John says, is a glorified vampire. Him and Anne-Marie, they concoct up a scheme to glamour this chicken, put blood on it from the father, and offer it as a sacrifice to get the other children. You see that they get the other children, and John is always saying that sometimes sacrifices have to be made for the greater good. No sacrifice is too big to help the innocent. Anne-Marie, she takes this literally to heart, as while they're escaping, they beat Lamatouche, but another demonistic form comes and is in the sewer with him and tries to get him. And Anne-Marie, bow, bow, yes, she shoots John in the gut, leaving him helpless on the ground while her and Chaz escape with the two babies. I mean, this right here, this episode was wild. But the good thing about this is it's really developing a strong story arc. Anne-Marie will be back in episode 9, and hopefully we will see other of John's Newcastle crew as the story goes on, as this season goes on. Zeb with the Resurrection Crusade, her story arc. Here it is with the Breweria, Constantine fighting this big evil. How will both these stories intertwine and tie in to Constantine ultimately saving humanity, saving the earth, as well as now he has to save Zeb? Will she make it the whole series? We don't know. Thank you, good looking, and much gratitude to anybody that leaves comments, likes, or subscribes to the channel. Have a blessful and less stressful day, evening, or night. And remember, media scavenger hunters, keep your binocular lenses focused and your zoom in tight.